Hey, hello everyone. Hello, hi. Udah pernah mau tidur ya? Singer-songwriter and voice chronicle from NIJISANJI. My name is Reza, Avanluna. Welcome to NIJI&D, where I, the forever DM of the NIJISANJI, DM a few games for my friends. And here we are. We have the Sir Fulgur of it.
Following along in the footsteps of the incredible GM, Reza, Avanluna, NIJISANJI.
Please introduce yourself to everyone.
What's up? I am Fulgur Ovid. I'm an archivist for the future and resident cyborg and nerd, and I'm just happy to be here.
Woo! That's good. We're going to play some, 101 D&D today. Going home. Have you watched the first 2 episodes?
I have not. I wanted to go into this blind because people were tweeting at me that at the end of one of them, like other characters appeared, and I was like, nope, don't want to know. I will watch it at the end of the things. I want to go in blind. I don't want to know what kind of bad guy is lurking in the shadows.
Well, thank you for not watching it. That's the last time I will actually say that to anyone. Thank you for not watching my stream.
That's why I'm looking forward to, like, once this is done, I can watch the old ones and I can watch Pomu's. Pomu still doesn't get to watch these ones.
Anyway, so yes, it's going home tonight, and as usual, everyone, it's a one-shot series of modified Dungeons and Dragons 5e system. So everyone's story will be generally the same, with the same premise, the same plot, same story. So make sure that you don't spoil any kind of details anywhere, to make sure that our future players won't actually see it and hinder the enjoyment of your streams in the future. If you want to do a discussion or send some fan arts, you can always just use the hashtag DGoingHome. And yes, I think that's it. But going home, dude, what do you know about it? Well, I did send you a lot of things, huh?
Like my character background, I've got my beautiful letter, incredibly written letter.
Oh yeah, and like there's a Google form involved.
Oh yeah, that was pretty advanced when you were like, "Here's the Google form I need you to fill out," and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is getting serious.
It's getting serious.
I need to apply to join this one. Let's go."
Please
write down
your credit card number. Oh God!
Tell me exactly your 3 sizes. I need to know for personal reasons.
Exactly your 3 sizes for the characters purpose.
Yes. It's to make a model for your character, and to check your dexterity rating. Don't worry about it.
Oh God! When you think about it, there should be a system that uses that, I guess. Like,
there should actually, It's like, oh, you want your character to be a big old titty monster? Fine, you get a -1 on dexterity. You want your character to be a big hulking beefcake? Yeah. You want to be like a big 6'5" muscle monster? Sorry, you can't sneak very good.
Oh my God. Well, there you go. Like, knowing the internet, it definitely is there somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure that. Yeah, it has to be. I've seen some weird systems out there. We don't talk about those.
We don't talk about that in this place.
No. This is the comfy place.
Yeah. Anyway, so as everyone already knows,
chat saying I need to be like lowered volume. I'm apparently
I just adjust the volume. It's okay.
My bad. You're a professional. That's my bad.
But anyway, I think I told you about like the premise, or like the general premise of the things, and who is Fulgur of it in this story actually? Because again, you will be playing as yourself in a way. So who is Fulgur of it in this story?
So this is what's fun. I've basically, since you told me to like make up a character and make it basically myself, I took my Legatus 505 character. So I am still a Legatus. I'm a detective. I am a true neutral character who has basically slowly lost his humanity because everyone around him has passed away. He's lost everyone he cares about, and he feels a bit like a curse on the world. And yeah, in this storyline, he was raised in an orphanage, and that should be very interesting to see how it goes.
Well, yes. So we'll see. The M.I.A series going on. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Born ready.
That oh yeah.
It's like, this is my first one-on-one session, so I'm terrified, but at the same time, very excited.
Oh well. I guess that's everything that I need to tell everyone. Oh my god, I forgot that. Yep.
Ooh, they were cute.
I know. So, Dungeons and Dragons 5e, M.I.A series going home is starting.
Ooh.
I will. I believe we all can hear the music that's playing.
Oh yeah, it got real creepy real suddenly. Let's go.
Well, of course. Well, Fulgur Ovid. I think it is a little bit odd for you to receive such a letter, but you were told by this person writing you this letter that you need to come back to this certain orphanage. Well, you went there one day, of course, during that time where you're supposed to be there. But as far as you understand, as far as you remember, you were on your way there, just probably in a car or riding a motorcycle or whatever you used to go to Morning Hydrangea Orphanage. But after that, you remember practically nothing until you open your eyes and you found yourself lying down in the dark attic, or what looks like one. As you open your eyes, you see standing beside you is a tall white mannequin holding an axe, basically, and have that axe latch onto the ground right beside you.
Oh, damn.
You look down and you see that axe is severing this rope that connects you to the railings of the window. You are not really sure what's happening, but you start to see things around. You start to see the details of the dark attics, this faint pulsing light in the corner, just looking at you as if it's staring at you, of a crystal ball, just it's pulsing as if it's calling you. I want you to please roll an insight check.
Gladly.
Or an arcana one. Oh, yeah, there you go, insight check. Just looking at that crystal ball, you can kind of feel as if it's... Weirdly enough, of course, it's not like you can read the expression of a crystal ball. It's not like you can hear what the crystal ball is telling you. But as you look at your surrounding, as you observe this ball and the mannequin and a young lady beside it, you have your eyes locked to outside of the room, looking through the window to the sky that is pulsing in the same way as the crystal ball, as if it's telling you that it is a dangerous place to be in. After a while, you see a lady walking up to the attic from a staircase far in the other corner. You don't see the details of that lady, but you can see her eyes just lighting up, this red light staring into the space. Until you suddenly pass out.
Oh, damn.
As if it's just a bad dream, Fulgur. You open your eyes and you find yourself in a just normal room that you probably kind of recognize the structure a bit, as you have spent some time before in the orphanage, so at least you know what room this is. It's the place where the caretaker of the place, Marcella Marigold, usually talk to her guests and everything. You're sitting in this couch, this chair, in front of a table across another identical chair. It's quite comfy, you know. It's especially in this beautiful day, as you see the afternoon light just shines through the window into the place that is faintly lit. And on the table in front of you, you notice a book. And on top of that book is a letter that you brought here. You take that letter and you open it, and please read out the letter that I sent to you.
Okay. Sorry for writing you so suddenly. It's me, Marcella. I know it's been a while since the last time you visited our orphanage, Morning Hydrangea, but he needs your help. No, the children need your help. I understand the circumstances of your last visit to the orphanage. It's not exactly anyone's fault that this is a place you would like to avoid, but we all know that it's a place to call home. In this place where I was left alone to take care of the children, something important was severed. Something that will affect the well-being of these orphans. I need you to come back and mend it. The connection between the important things that are separated. Please come back to the Morning Hydrangea on the day when the moon is not high. No, we will be awaiting for your arrival. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Right after you read the letter, you can hear someone approaching the door of that room, and it opens. And walking in is a lady, a pretty lady. She is a human, probably around 170-ish centimeters tall. And she has this long black hair that extends to her back. And this really gentle smile. She walking in, carrying a tray that is filled with a few teacups and a teapot, actually. You can smell a little bit of the fragrance of the tea entering, and it just dissipates through the room. You see this lady, and you know her. You definitely know her as Marcella Marigold. Again, the caretaker of Morning Hydrangea, this orphanage that you visit today. One thing that is quite weird for you is that, it's been probably a few years since the last time you saw her, but she hasn't aged even a little bit. She's still this really young, beautiful lady who's kind enough to take care of all the orphans in this place. And noticing that you're already there, you finished reading the letter, and she just smiles and seeing you reading that letter inside in this place kind of embarrassed me a little bit. She then walked to you and put down the tea on the table beside in between the two of you.
Yeah, I'm certainly feeling the nostalgia myself, Marcella. Thanks. And I'll take the tea.
It has been a while since you're here. Well, how long was it again?
Who can tell anymore? Years, perhaps decades. Didn't want to come back.
I apologize then for telling you to come here.
It's okay. Just tell me why I'm here. What is the matter?
What about I tell you over the tea? Then she looks a little bit. She looks troubled. She looks like apologetic at least. You can see like her expression is it shows that she meant that apology at least. She pours some tea over to her cup, and then she lifted before she noticed the book beside that. And I'm sorry that I haven't put this book to the side. I'm sorry. And then she took that book. I can now see the cover of the book. It's this leather hardcover that has this carving in this golden color, and it says the awareness of existence.
Ooh.
And she looks at it. Have you ever read this book before?
I can't say I have. What's it about?
Oh, well, it's just something that I'm trying to teach to the boys and the girls. Well, the professor who wrote this book said that a person can never understand the very definition of their existence in this world, and because it is just beyond us, I guess. Why do we exist? Why do everyone exist? Why, or whether or not they truly are, or they truly do. I don't really understand it yet.
You still haven't changed, Marcella. Teaching such complicated things to kids. Why even bother thinking about them?
Well, it's not about that, because I believe what's inside the book is actually a beautiful lesson to everyone, that in the end we don't really need to understand the very nature of our own existence, as long as we live wholeheartedly. Isn't it so?
We live and we die. What happens in between is up to us, and who's to say if it matters at all?
I see you, and you agree to it, more or less.
If that's what the book says, then I guess so. We do what we can while we're here, right?
Of course. Right, to the matter of the point, and then she just put the book to the side, and there's some problem that is happening throughout the past few months in the orphanage, of course. We have seen a couple of weird things happening, incidents inside the room, inside the building, and some children, well, unfortunately, they went missing quite a lot lately. Fortunately, we managed to find them, but it is worrying for me that it happened quite frequently in this place.
That is odd, but they always come back. Have you asked them what happened while they were gone?
Well, They don't always come back, but we always found them.
So you still have some children missing?
Well, no. Fortunately, we have most of them here, but unfortunately, one of them is still missing and I can't find her anywhere.
It's terrible. When did they go missing?
I don't know. But ever since she was gone, this place isn't really the place that we're right.
It seems right enough to me. So you don't know. Okay, tell me everything, Marcella. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure, of course. I mean, well, first of all, let's start with the mysterious incidents. Lately, there's a lot of things that breaks mysteriously without any clear reason of why it happened. And when the moment she say that, you can hear just this vase breaking inside the room and everything. It echoes throughout the room, and then the moment it happens, the two of you immediately look at the direction of where it actually happened, and you see this girl standing beside a table, right beside, and around her feet is, well, the shards of the vase actually that just broke. It's kind of clear that she is the one who drops it, who pushed it off the table. And as you look at that, the lady, Marcella, immediately is like, "Oh, it happened again."
What? The child knocking the vase down? That's not unusual, right?
Well, if it's a child, then it's normal. She looks at it, then she stands up. She walks to the shards of a vase and something like this, and it's. Don't you see anything that's weird around here, Fulgur? It just fell down.
It didn't just fall down. I'm gonna stand up and if I can, take a step forward and then kneel down.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see? Hello. What is your name? I'm gonna talk to the little girl at that point.
Sure. You crouch down and talk to the little girl. The little girl didn't really say anything. She is not saying anything. She is looking at you, like staring into your deep to your eyes. She just shakes her head. And Marcella just, "You're scaring me now, Fulgur. You know what? Just stay away from the shards and everything. I'm going to get a broom to clean this up, and we'll talk about the whole missing case later, okay?" And then she like hurriedly walks out of the place and slammed the door from outside, and you're just there with the girl.
Marcella. Okay. She can't see you, can she?
You notice that she is holding this teddy bear, like with both of her with both of her hands, and she left one of her hands and just put like a finger in front of her mouth, as if like telling you to shut up. And then she approached you a little bit closer and then whisper something to you. As she said, "You need to get out."
Why? What's going on?
She didn't say anything else. But one thing that is odd is the fact that when she whispered that those words to you, you didn't really hear it as a whisper from someone, but you kind of hear it. It's like a voice that's inside your head, just echoes like that.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up and be freaked out for a second.
Sure.
I'm gonna like calm myself down and be like, okay, how about we get out of here together? And I'll like extend my hand, offer it to her.
Ooh. Extending your hand to her, she takes a step back. Despite everything that she just told you, she looks like she has like, despite everything that she said, she has this suspicious look on you. Like she does, like she looks like she doesn't really trust you at that time, even though she literally just warned you to get out. As she stepped back, she stepped on some of the shards of the vase, and she jumps a little bit because of that, and as if she was panicking, she looks right and left, and then she immediately just ran out of the room, just closing the door, leaving this trail of blood on the floor towards out of the room. And she's gone.
Okay, and there definitely is a trail of blood there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I go over to the book that she was talking about teaching the kids?
Sure,
and just flip through it.
Sure. You turn around, you go to the book and take that book. That book is quite thick, so if you just flipping through it, you kind of know like the general idea of what's actually inside. You can roll either just roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh. This is the opposite of our last session.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
god. Natural 20, I see. Flipping through the book, reading, for some reason you have enough time and you're focused enough on whatever inside the book. So you flip through everything. You read like the overview of like each pages, each chapter at the start, at the end, and you kind of just like what Marcella actually explained to you. It is about the, what is it? The idea of like the awareness of existence that is for someone, for a human being, their own existence is something that's actually just abstract, just this something that is hard for them to figure out, but in the end it doesn't really matter. Like that is what that you can kind of call it like a philosophy book, but it's not really it. It's not really it. It's just at this point it's felt like rambling. But at the end, the conclusion of what the professor who created that book is the fact that it doesn't matter. Like whether or not we're living in a simulation, whether or not you're a doll, whether or not you are an actual living being, it doesn't matter as long as you feel alive, as long as you live for yourself. It's basically what's that book is about. But for that, investigation check at the back of the book. At the back cover of that book, you can feel that cover is actually quite thicker than the front part. Like it is quite odd. It is quite like as if like there's something in it.
Oh. Can I see if there's like an opening to try and pull open?
Sure. You run your hand across the cover of the book, and then you kind of feel the seam behind at the cover, like in the inside part of the cover. And through that seam, you take out just this postcard size paper. And in it, there's a few writings that you don't actually understand. It's in this language that you don't particularly understand, and there's some drawings in it. There's some circles, your diagrams that you have no clue what it is about. But you see, like right around the bottom right corner, is a writing in common that says Asmodeus.
Oh no! Asmodeus. I'll just put that in my pocket then.
Mm-hmm.
And then, seeing that Marcella still hasn't come back, I'm just gonna like go to the door itself, open it up, and see what's going on outside this room.
Sure. You walk to the door. It's not locked, so you can just get out of it. And you found yourself in the hallway of the first floor. You know the place quite well. You were here before. You've been here before, and you understand there's only a few places on the first floor that you can go to. There's quite a big orphanage. So there's a kitchen, there's a library, and there's this one room right at the end of the hall, and there's also the staircase to the second floor. Where are you going? You don't see anything else. The place is weirdly enough empty. There's no children running around or anything.
I'll call out, Marcella? Hello? And if there's no response, then I'll look down at the ground and see if I can follow that blood trail, if it's still like patchy enough that I can follow it.
Sure. You can roll either survival or perception check.
Okay. Ah, dang.
Well.
RNG has left us.
Just like the image, so there's this carpet that's long enough leading to the like basically along the hall. You see the trail of blood just quite clear in that carpet, but at some point it goes to the side where it's just wooden floor. Because of the similarities of the color and everything, it's just gone. It's gone, and then you can't really see where it's going. But it's definitely around the area of either the staircase or the library.
Okay. I will go for the closest one, which I'd imagine was the library first, if that's cool.
Sure. You walk toward the library and you open that door, walking in. And you found yourself in the library of that place. The library is where usually the children studies, and the children study and look at the references and everything. It's and also there's also that part of the library where it has numerous of children books and everything. But this time, as you enter the library, it's a little bit dim, but you can see a few children walking around. It's for an orphanage, of which the hallway and the living room and the kitchen are like empty and quiet. a lot of children are definitely in this library for some reason. Some of them are just reading this some books in front of the bookshelf. Some of them actually just are just walking around the whole room and as if they're all just doing this repetitive actions of something.
Okay. Can I just walk over to the child closest to me and just be like, "Hey, kid, you seen Marcella?"
The closest child to you is a boy. He is sitting down in front of this table, the desk, this table. He's holding this book upside down, but he looks like he's concentrating and reading it like behind this thick glasses that he wears. The moment you say that, he just looks at you and then he smiles and... "Oh, Mr. Fulgur, would you please read this book for me?"
How do you know my name?
Doesn't respond.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on him, but kind of slide the book over to me and see what it says.
Sure. You slide to him and you're reading the book, trying to adjust your position to read the upside down book. It says nothing. It's gibberish. Just a bunch of letters. Some parts make words, but none of them actually make any meaning or any real sentence. It's literally just a book of gibberish.
I turn it right side up for him, slide it back to him, and just basically say, "How about you read it for me? What does it say?"
And he responds, "Mr. Fulgur, would you please read this book for me?"
Can I reach out and just like put an arm on his shoulder and say, "Are you okay?"
You do that. And can you please roll me an insight or a perception check? I roll 22.
That came back.
You put your hand and you pat on his shoulder and pat him. And he smiles to you as he said, "Mr. Fulgur, would you please read this book for me?" But looking at the boy closely, looking at how he acts and everything, you can feel that the body is a little bit trembling, and you can hear that the voice is definitely shaking. You are not sure, but it's weirdly enough this combination of fear and sadness into one tone that the boy lets out.
Okay. I'm gonna step away from him and look around at the other children and just see what they're up to.
Sure.
Do they look like they're strained as well? Do they look like they're like being forced to do things?
As you start walking around and you look at the a few places, a few kids that are like, well, doing their activities inside this library. You do understand that they are all doing this repetitive task. Again, some of them who look like reading. They're literally just flipping some pages on a book that they're holding forever. Some of the girls who are walking around as if they're looking at books are actually just walking around the place in this just large circle pattern around the library. Most of them are doing such thing. Most of them are doing the exact same thing over this certain period of time, unlike this one girl who you have seen before, the girl still holding her teddy bear. She looks like she walks around, but now with her fingers actually bloody, probably from the blood from her feet, and then she looks like she touched some things in the around the bookshelf as she walks through the whole library. You see this girl again.
Okay. As soon as I see her, I'm gonna start like speed walking towards her. Like, hey, you. Can you come here for a moment?
She stops and she looks at you and may I please ask, what's the expression of Fulgur Ovid as he say that? What's your how's your expression as you say that?
Probably concerned, mostly stoic, but at this point, yeah, a little bit concerned. Even he would be a little bit, oh no, things are going bad here. So yeah, a little bit of concern on his face.
Sure. I will let you roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, charisma, my favorite stat. Yep.
7 on persuasion check. Noticing you, calling her, she stops as if she was startled, and then she immediately just turns around and just resume her walk. But this time she walks a little bit slower than before, as if she wants you to follow her, but she definitely refuses to just stop and talk to you.
Okay. I will start following alongside her. Kid,
Sure.
I know you can actually talk. Can you tell me what's going on here? I'm just going to say that quietly while walking behind her.
Sure. Without any response, she just continues walking, and occasionally she stops in front of a bookshelf. She looks at the book, and then she raises her hand and just smear the side of that book with her blood, and then she continues to walk. And because you kept following her, you kind of realize that she did that to exactly 3 books inside this whole library before she started walking to the center and just stops. And she turns around, she looks at you and just stares without saying anything.
I just nodded her, and then can I go collect the 3 books and see what they are?
Sure. I will let you, because you follow her around, I will let you to roll investigation check to find the books with advantage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay. Yikes.
Yikes. Sure. Looking around for those books, with you know there are exactly 3 books there, but you can't seem to find the third one. Maybe the blood is not enough. Maybe it is absorbed by the cover or anything, or it just, because of the dim light and everything, you can't find the third one. But you found 2 books. They all literally just says that are titled Demonology Demonology, the Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Oh. I'll stand like at the corner of one of the bookshelves. You said she was in the middle.
Yeah, she is
So I'll
right
just
in the
make
middle
sure
of it.
she's in my eyesight and just kind of start flicking through the first one, if that's okay.
Sure. it's just demonology. It's books about demons and everything. You're not really sure about like what to look for inside the book because, well, as far as you're concerned, it's demons. It's probably just fantasy. It's something that you will read inside a fantasy book or watch in I don't know, Lord of the Rings or something. But
would it help if I was looking for a certain word?
What kind?
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus. Sure.
Yes.
Flipping through the books, weirdly enough, you don't find Asmodeus. The word, the particular, like the book, the one page with the word that explains Asmodeus, even though the name is actually in the index of contents in the front and the back. As you go through that particular page where it's supposed to be, it's gone. It's like there's no page of Asmodeus there. But the more you flip through the book, you do notice that there's a page that is smeared by blood.
Oh.
That book, that page is actually talking about Soneon.
Soneon.
Or a demon that is called as the Youthful Crone. The first volume explains that she is one of the higher demons who has this ability basically to gain and also give immortality and rejuvenation. But it also explains that she doesn't really like the idea of death, and that is also the reason why she hates every single mortal beings in the world.
Okay. I would just put the books down next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And walk back over to the girl and just look at her, see if she says anything.
Sure. Noticing you put down the books and start walking to her, she turns around and starts to walk to the door. By the way, are you going to read the second book? Is the question.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would have flicked through both of them.
Oh, sure.
Sorry, looking particularly Phrasmodius, but yeah.
Sorry. Just to make things clear. So,
yeah, my bad.
for the second book, and the second book, the second volume of that thing is, you also found that particular page, and it's also about Soneon. So there's this blood smear on that too.
Okay.
It's talking about the power of Soneon and her basically why she's doing it. From reading through it, you can kind of conclude that she is the type that can give back a life to people who had faced death in return for their freedom, and usually these people are kept later in her dominion. That is something that has a personal connection to the Soneon when she was a mortal.
Okay. Well, having found 2 books marked with blood, in that case, instead of going to the girl, would I be able to do a search specifically looking for Demonology Volume 3?
Sure.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's up to you, because I guess I missed it the first time. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I think at this point, the girl is leaving. She looks like she's leaving the library. So which one are you going to do? So are you going to follow the girl or just look for the third volume of Demonology?
Yeah, I'll follow the girl. I think I already messed up on the Demonology anyway, so that's good. I'll follow the girl.
Sure, of course. Why not? So following the girl, you followed her to the door of the library as she just opened the door. Following her to the hallway, she stops by the staircase. Without doing anything, she's just looking at the staircase, and she looks up, and then she starts walking away. looks like she's walking towards the end of the hall. To a particular room. There's this one door at the end of the hall, basically.
I'll keep following her, but while I get to the staircase, I will make sure to look down and up the staircase as well, just to see if she was looking at anything I might see.
Ooh, sure.
Oh, that sounds scary.
That ooh?
I love it when the GM is like, oh.
I mean, please roll either investigation or perception check.
Okay.
14. Well, looking at the staircase, up and down, you see, that staircase is literally just that type of staircase that goes like half up and like turn around like half up again, right? So basically, towards the second floor, and at the start of the staircase, you can see the end of the railings at each end of the stairs, on the right and the left. And with that investigation check, because like you look closely around it, you found two carving of a symbol that is perfectly similar to each other. One on the right and one on the left. Each are in this shape of the omega symbol.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really have time to do anything else because I want to follow the girl, but I'm just gonna I note that in my mind. Omega everywhere.
Sure.
And my character would definitely know Omega means the end. That's great. Lovely. Good to know.
Lovely.
It's like, Fulgur Ovid will remember this. This is a fun time.
So, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep following the girl and make sure I don't lose her, because she seems to be my guide for this creepy orphanage now.
Sure, of course. Following her to the end of the hallway, you find yourself in front of just a simple door that looks like a bedroom door. The girl in front of you decided to just immediately grab the knob of the door and just turn it and push in. Push the door opens and you see just a simple bedroom. It's a bedroom for one person. You're not exactly sure who, but it definitely fits the kind of design that will fit a young lady in her early 20s or something.
Okay.
Walking into the bedroom, there's nothing particularly odd about what you're looking at. There's a bed, there's a desk, there's that door to the wardrobe, to the closet, and so on. But you see there's this box in the corner of the room.
How big is the box? Is it like a huge box or a small box?
The box is quite huge, actually. Probably, probably enough to fit like 2 PCs or something. So it's like it's huge. And looking at it, the box is a little bit open, and then you can see a bunch of what look like mannequin hands, like arms and legs, those mannequins in like mall or like shopping mall and something. Those white like mannequins, and it's full of those limbs for some reason.
Okay. Well, that's creepy as shit. So I'm gonna go over to that box. I'm gonna investigate. Like, I'll slowly open it.
Getting closer to the box and starting to investigate what's inside, you can please roll me in either investigation check or medicine check.
Okay. Oof.
9. 9 is well enough for at least knowing about a little bit as you look at the whole thing. One thing that you realize about all of these limbs are that it is the fact that it is extremely well made. You see, usually mannequins have like this quality that make it not exactly realistic. You know, some part of limbs usually they don't exactly match what an actual human arm or hand or legs will actually look like, but these mannequin limbs are perfect. From the contour and the texture of the skin and to the shapes of each fingers and how each mannequins are actually in different sizes and different proportion. They look, well, extremely well made.
And these are just like individual limbs. They're not all attached to bodies.
They are not attached to any kind of torso, you know. They're just individual limbs.
Can I play Jenga and try to pull out one that looks like it won't, like it will be the easiest to pull out and investigate properly?
Sure. You try to pull one out from the box. It's not exactly stuck to each other, so you can easily take one out. And the closer you investigate, you can the closer you look at all of these things, especially this one limb that you're looking at you're looking at, it's the closer it is to a perfect human limb. Like, it might as well just a limb that is dried out, but you're not really sure about it.
Yeah, I guess I should have said that's more what I'm checking. Like, does it feel like real flesh or does it feel like plastic?
Ooh. You can roll in an investigation check, but because you did that medicine check before, I'll give it an you may roll with advantage this time.
Okay. I know, man, I know.
You don't really have a good relationship with the goddess of RNG, huh?
No, or with human anatomy. Remember, my limbs are all metal, so this could be anything for all I know.
With that investigation check, you're not really sure. You are not really sure. Well, it does feel a little bit squishy, unlike mannequins that are more like solid or anything. But you can't. But there's not enough information for you to actually conclude of what this actually is. Like, is it an actual human flesh or is it just extremely well made? You're not really sure. But yeah. But you do feel a really close resemblance to the real thing.
Okay. In that case, not knowing for sure that it's a real thing, I'm going to be still holding it while I turn back and just look at the little girl and see what her reaction is to all of this.
Well, as you turn around and look at the girl, she's definitely startled by that. The fact that you're just holding a limb in your hand, and she stops and almost frozen in fear, but knowing that but seeing that you're holding that limb, she just take a deep breath and let out a long sigh and walks to you. She then gives you the teddy bear that she's holding.
Okay, I'll put the limb down and take the teddy bear instead.
Sure. Holding the teddy bear, you see that the teddy bear is wearing a necklace. The necklace is this beautiful rose gold necklace with this ornaments that looks like the symbol of Omega and a stone in it.
What type of stone?
Well, you're not exactly sure, but it has this red stain, but you can't seem to, deduce or actually to conclude like what kind of, like, you can't seem to identify what kind of stone that is. It's something that's kind of new to you. It might as well just be a pebble painted red, but you're not really sure either.
Okay.
The moment you receive... Go on.
I was just going to say to the girl, do you want me to take this? Don't you need it?
She nods to you and she just immediately walk to the door and open the door like wide, and then she walks through the hall, so you can literally see her walking through the hall from inside the room.
Okay, hasn't failed me before. I'm gonna follow the little girl.
Sure. Following the little girl, you stop. She stops in front of the staircase.
Okay.
And then
while I'm following her, like on the way, can I just kind of investigate the necklace a little better? Like maybe touch it with my hand, turn it over, see back to front, see if there's anything on the back as well.
Sure. As far as you can see, it's a normal necklace. You don't really feel anything weird from it. You don't really see any kind of mechanism around. You don't really see any weird writing around it. It's just a necklace. As far as you know. Arriving in front of the staircase, the little girl is just staring at you and stares at the staircase and stares back at you.
Okay. And you said the Omega symbols, are they at like the top and bottom, or are they at this same level just on the left and right?
On the same level, but on the left and right, yes.
Okay. It's maybe weird, but screw it. I'm going to take the necklace off of the bear and kind of like bring it over to one of the symbols and just hold it close. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to ask the girl, what does this symbol mean to you? What is this? This didn't used to be here when I lived here. And yeah, just hold it up towards the symbol to like compare them.
Sure. Trying to compare the Omega symbol on the necklace and both end of the railings. You got it close to the carving. And then you see that the carving both carvings start to light up alongside with the stone that is in the necklace.
I'll pull back slightly and see if they stop to react.
Sure. You pull it back and the light dims down. Yes.
Okay. And looking to the girl, what's her expression at this point?
She's looking at you. Her expression is weirdly enough a mix of being worried and determined at the same time. And then she nods.
Okay. I nod back to her, and I will touch that necklace right to one of the symbols.
Sure. As you touch that thing to the symbol, you can feel as if like this strong wave. Just like when you put your hand on a subwoofer or something. Just pushing you gently from the staircase, but the moment you touch it to that carving, the girl then just start to climb that staircase, and you can hear this voice inside your head as she says, "Follow me."
Okay, not anything else to do around here. And I'll start following her.
Sure. You follow the girl. Again, as far as I remember, it is a simple, normal building of an orphanage. So this
I was raised here. I know it well. Yes.
Yes. It's definitely going to lead you to the second floor, but weirdly enough, it's not exactly doing that. As if every single exit from the staircase is blocked or sealed tight. That staircase just leads you a few floors up to the second, to the third, to the fourth, but you don't really see without actually being able to see the second, third, and fourth floor of the place until you reach the fifth or the top one, where you arrive in an attic.
And do I remember my dream?
Well, clearly you don't remember it.
Yeah.
You know exactly what this place is. You've seen this place before. Well, in fact, you just saw it probably 30 minutes ago before you decided to go out from, well, to talk to Marcelo or anything, and you found yourself in that attic. But you didn't see the mannequin. You do see an axe just leaning to a wall to your left. And a silhouette, two silhouettes actually, of humanoid beings are at the end of the room of the attic, lying down, leaning on the wall. But it's still too far for you to look to know the details of the silhouettes.
Okay. And has the little girl moved anywhere? Or is she just standing somewhere?
She is walking toward the silhouette, definitely.
Okay. I'm gonna follow her and also keep my eyes on that axe as I go by, just see if I can notice any other details about it.
Looking at the axe, it's just a normal axe. One that can be used to like chop like firewood or something.
And you said it was embedded into the ground.
Well, it's just leaning right now. It's not embedded to the ground. Before it is.
Oh, that was in my dream. Sorry,
yes.
That's my bad. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll take the axe.
Sure. You take the axe and you follow the girl. You arrive in front of the two silhouettes. The two silhouettes that are there. And the closer you get there, you can see that those are actually two humanoid beings. laying down on the floor, leaning to the wall, with their leg tethered to the railings of the window by this rope. One to your right is a girl with this long blonde hair. She's probably around 150 to 160 centimeters. She has a little bit of this weird, like, pointy ears, and through the eyes that are half closed, you see like this reddish color. She's wearing a quite distinct turquoise ribbon that's quite big compared to her head. Looking to the left, you see a humanoid male, quite tall, with this wide, well, almost ashen hair that covers a little bit of his face but extends around his neck. He has this white iris and this a little bit of a tattoo around his left eye. In the same color as this.
I recognize this face, don't I?
Well, you do recognize this face. You're not really sure what's the one on the right, but you're sure that one in front of you is yourself, Fulgur.
Okay. Well, seeing is his eyes glowing red slightly too, or are they just pure white?
They're pure white right now.
Okay. And he's tied to the window with a rope.
Yep, he's tied to the window with a rope.
Okay, then I will try to cut the rope down with the axe.
Which one is the question?
Oh, my one.
Sure.
This ain't about Pomu. Don't worry about it.
You raise that axe and you immediately chop down the rope. And the rope is severed. And as you blink, you found yourself in a different place than you were before. You found yourself leaning to the wall behind you, sitting down on the floor. You see the little girl looking at you, worried, with a tall mannequin beside her, holding an axe that cut the rope, connecting you to the railings of the window. But at this time, you can feel this weight upon your body and this cold air just filling up the whole area. You can hear footsteps coming up to the attic. What are you going to do, Fulgur Ovid?
The mannequin with the axe, can I try to reach out and take first the necklace from it?
Mm-hmm.
If I can get that necklace, I'll also try and grab the axe and basically stand up and get ready to defend myself since I hear footsteps coming.
Sure.
And say, girl, get behind me. That's all I can probably do.
Sure. Then she immediately runs to you and like stand behind you. You try to grab the necklace and the axe. Please roll athletics check that you're proficient in, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, that's nice. Getting closer to the mannequin that is now weirdly like resembles you a lot. you see the mannequin like looks like you. You grab the necklace from its hand and try to pry the axe from their hold, and you manage to do that, but at the same time you can hear this voice of someone arriving to the scene. You can hear the voice of Marcella, actually, as she said, with her voice that echoes through the whole place, she said, "I know you're working with her, Fulgur."
Working with who, Marcella?
Trying to disrupt my beautiful, peaceful life with the children. I know you're working with her, but thank you for bringing her to me.
You mean the child?
You can feel this strong grasp around your left thigh as the girl is scared. She's in fear. You can feel she is trembling, and the first time, it is now the first time you can hear her voice actually coming from her, like she's whimpering in fear. The lady Marcella then continues, "Yes, the one who's been trying to mess with the ritual."
What ritual? Does it have to do with Sonyeon?
Well, you know a lot, don't you?
Enough to know you aren't right anymore, Marcella. Come at me.
I will not give you a second warning, Fulgur. As she say that, her voice got like a little bit like deeper, and like you can see her eyes start to light up like this reddish light. You can see like slowly, as if like there's this skeleton just emerge from her back, creating this frame of a demon wing, as slowly this weave of light create this shape of horns around her forehead, and then she continues, "I will let you leave peacefully with us if you hand over the girl, or else you will die trying."
I'm gonna look down at the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna hand over the necklace to her.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna tell her, get ready to run. And then I'm gonna charge at Marcella with the axe.
Ooh, sure. As this happens, you run to Marcella with that, axe. You just making this loud like footsteps like throughout like the attic. It echoes through everything. You can hear like each footstep that create this strong footstep as you try to swing that axe to her. The girl follows you, but you can see like her trajectory of like her path is going towards the staircase. You see Marcella. She is now almost fully transformed. You can see the wings and the claws, the huge claws, and there's just two tails that extends almost like this tentacle with like really sharp, I don't know, like almost like knife-like structure at the end. She is ready to get to you. You know at this point that she is definitely far stronger than you, but please roll me athletics check anyway.
Ooh. Oh,
sheesh. Your focus is literally slipped two ways, right? You're worried about the child, whether or not she's safe, and you also need to run to the point where you can at least dodge her attack. But because of that, as you swing that axe, you literally miss her, and as she just take a one step back with this smug smile on her face, and then these two tentacles just immediately go towards you. Please roll me a dexterity saving throw at this point.
Oh, okay.
10. Yikes. You look at the two tentacles. You managed to swing your axe and change it to cut one. To try at least to cut one, but you didn't manage to cut it. But you managed to deflect one, but at the same time, the other one just hit you to the shoulder, like maybe like grazed your shoulder. You get 2 slashing damage to your 10 HP.
Okay.
What are you going to do next? As you see the girl manage to get away and run down through the stair. What are you going to do?
Okay, the girl got outside.
Yep.
How far am I from the other one who is attached with a rope?
Ooh. As you look back, the other one that is attached to the rope is gone. It's no longer there. As if like it's just shrouded with this dark, like black smoke around the place.
Okay, then what I'm going to try to do, and this probably won't work because as you said, she looks way stronger than me. I'm going to try and swing the axe at her and basically try and knock her to the side. I'm going to try and start to get around Marcella.
Ooh, sure. Please roll either athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay. God damn.
Dang. You swing your axe and then you manage to she just hold like she catch that axe with one of her hands, and you manage to push her, but because of that, like in that little bit of lockdown, you manage to push her to the side, but also at the same time with the other hand she managed to she punched you in the face. Please roll another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh
10
God.
is you got 2 bludgeoning damage to your 8 HP. You're pushed to the back. You lost the axe and you fell down to the staircase. Almost falling to the staircase. You see the girl. She's waiting for you just at the end of the first part of that staircase. What are you going to do?
I'm going to say, I said run!
Because of that,
I'm going to get up and start running as well.
Sure, you got up and you start running. The moment you start running down, you can hear Marcella say, "It's like, it is impossible for you to run away from me, Fulgur. Just bring the girl back, and I will let you live peacefully." And then you ran down through the 5 stories, like stairs down to the ground floor, but like along that part you can hear like tons of footsteps going up from the ground floor. You see a lot of mannequins. They are all probably like the size of children, probably like in their the children in their early teens and everything. They start to leap toward you, trying to stop you. Please roll acrobatics check.
Okay.
18. That's good. You managed to push some of the children to the side. You managed to make way for the little girl to pass through that horde of mannequins. You managed to reach the hall. Now reaching the hall, the girl starts to lead you towards the front door that is literally at the other end of the hall. What are you going to do? Are you going to follow her, or do you have any other thing that you're going to do?
I know this layout, so I've been in this place, but yeah, I'm just going to follow the little girl.
Sure.
Just like from my general knowledge, this is the way out, right?
Of course. Following the little girl, you follow her to the front door, but there's a few other mannequins there blocking your way as she stops. You see like there's dozens of them at least, and behind you can just literally feel this chill immediately down your spine as you can hear huge footsteps coming down and this scraping sound at the wall of someone like walking. You can hear again Marcella saying, "One last warning, Fulgur. Stop, or I will kill you now."
I'd rather die than accept what you call peace, demon. Sure. Are the mannequins like in the way of the door?
Of course.
Do I know any other way out of here?
Unfortunately, no. You kind of need to push your way through the mannequins.
Okay, then I'm just gonna charge through the mannequins as best I can and try to create an opening for the girl, if nothing else.
Sure. Roll athletics check.
Okay. God.
Fulgur Ovid. You make your way through the mannequins. You push some of the children to the side, and all. You can see like some basically like grab you to grab your left hand as he said, "Mr. Fulgur, will you please read me a book?" And then you best push that boy to the side and like making your way to the little girl. But all these mannequins are strong enough to overpower you. But because of this, you can see there's this opening where the Marcella can attack you one last time. Please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
12. You got 2 other damage. So to your 6 HP, so it is now 4.
Yep.
You're pushed because of that attack. She attacked indiscriminately towards like all sides of the hallway, and she hits like all of the like the mannequins and pushed you. Luckily, you managed to open the door to open the path to the door for the little girl. So little girl managed to open that door. But I will roll something for the girl. At this point, you can see there's this huge tendril-like thing just emerge from behind you, and it grabs the girl's hand, trying to pull her in. Fulgur Ovid, one last option. One last choice.
I would like to try and attack the tentacle.
So, you only see this whole enough time for one of you to get out of place. So you're going to try to attack the tentacle, helping the girl to go outside?
Yes.
Sure. Fulgur Ovid, at this point, you push all the mannequins to the side, and you swing your hand and hug that tentacle and try to pull it down. The girl turns around looking at you with this worried face as she really she managed to get out of that room through that door. The moment the door closes, you can see the girl, the shape of a girl, transform into this young lady, probably in her late teens. She has this long brown hair and this green eyes. She is holding like another plushie in the shape of a penguin. She is wearing this parka, this hoodie, this blue hoodie with the words penguin on it. That she slowly get out and the door closes, and your vision just turns dark.
Oh.
The moment you open your eyes, the next thing you see is you standing in front of a mirror. You're looking at the mirror at your own reflections. What you see is not Fulgur Ovid, but the girl with short black hair, holding a teddy bear. Thank you for playing.
Yo, that was so good.
Oh my god, that was great.
I am so glad I did not watch the previous one. So, did Sia get trapped here too last time?
Yeah.
Did Sia get trapped here? Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. I got like some of the things that were going on, like with the demon stuff, and like as soon as we got to the attic, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the mannequin." Oh man, that was so good.
Oh my god. Oh, that was intense.
Yeah, I loved that. Every second of that. It started off so horrifying, and then it was just like, "Oh, this is great."
Well, that's going home. One other person trapped in the orphanage, but at least, help someone else out.
Yeah. One more got out. Let's go.
Oh god. There you go. For everyone who wants to watch the other ones, please do watch the first and the second episode with Suyu Hortensia and Misha Michela. And how is it? How is it, Fulgur?
I loved it, man. Your descriptions were so good. Like, you were giving me just enough hints to tell me like a general idea of what to do, and I love that there were so many options. Oh man, it was the RNG went so good for the wrong things.
Yeah.
And so bad for the right things.
It's always like that in a D&D game, man.
It was like, oh, you want to read a book? Okay, it doesn't say much, but you got a natural 20. Oh, you want to break through the mannequins that are trying to kill you? Nah.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, I was so conflicted when it was like me and Pomu in the attic as well. I was like, do I free Pomu? What's that ruin?
Well, so you at least do realize that it's Pomu.
Oh yeah, the description was perfect. And it's again as well with Amasia at the end. It was like, oh, that's Amasia, let's go.
Oh my god, thank you once again. Oh, seriously.
Thank you. That was incredible. I'm so glad that I got to be a part of that. That's my first time doing a one-on-one D&D session, and you're right. That feels like it's just so focused on the two people. It feels a lot more like back and forward, like perfect storytelling. It's so good for the DM, and you did amazing. Like, yeah, keeping everything on track.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Anyway, before I go to read some donations and to end the session, end the stream, is there anything you would like to say to the audience?
Just anyone who's here, if you're here for me, make sure you subscribe to Reza as well. Watch those previous sessions, which I'll be doing, and look forward to Pomu's session, which is coming out, where hopefully she'll be able to break the curse entirely. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And if nothing else, watch Reza's most recent relay karaoke stream.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, that one.
It was so good. He played the acoustic guitar by himself while singing. It was beautiful.
Oh my god. Well, there you go. Thank you so much for coming by, Fulgur. And I hope you still want to play some D&D here in the future.
Definitely. That was amazing. Thank you for having me. And I hope you have a wonderful night, Reza.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm going to leave you for a bit to read some donation and end the stream. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Have a lovely evening.
Oh,
bye.
Thank you. Oh, Lord. That was intense. That was intense. Anyway, thank you everyone for the super chat and the donation. Thank you. I'll sell. Let's go. They say thank you for the super chat. Kimia, thank you for the super chat. Taster Melon, it was so great to see you to enjoy this game so much. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for I'll sell again. That was so good, Reza. F2 for Fulgur's luck. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Roku, for the super chat. You were both awesome. Thank you for DMing, Reza. And yes, from Social Bus, let's see. Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you, Nate, for the super chat. Thank you. Where is it? Nothing came from Social Bus. Then yes, thank you everyone for coming again. Next week it will be Pomu Rain Puff. The next sacrifice will be victim, I guess, will be Pomerainpa for the Going Home series, and be excited for more guests to meet Marcella and the little girl. Just make sure that you, if you like this kind of content, make sure that you watch the first 2 episodes. Thank you for the super chat. Great season, Reza and Fulgur. It was so gripping. And if you like D&D in general, please do watch Cobalt Fallen Sun, our D&D campaign that is a bi-weekly campaign. Also, other D&D streams throughout the channel. Yes, thank you everyone for coming. Yes, minasai, thank you. Welcome to Avanluna, Alice. And yes, thank you for the super chat, Mako. And yes, minasai. お疲れじゃー。